everyone, welcome along to Online Darts. Happy Easter on this Easter Sunday. I hope you are all good and I hope you're all looking forward to what should be an incredible day of tungsten action. Hope you've had a great morning. I'm running about 10 minutes behind where I'd like to be because yes, I forgot no supermarkets were open this morning, so I had to run around to find supplies. How we doing? Salesman, Antoinette is in as well. Hope everyone is good. Yeah, like I say, I forgot all the supermarkets and so on were closed. But we are ready to go. Day 2 of the European Tour in Dortmund? That's European Championships in Munich. How we doing? Let's suspect. Hope you are good. Good to have you all in, ready to rock and roll. I am just going to update some of the texts as well. Happy Easter. Harry, good to have you in. Like I said, I completely forgot this morning that all supermarkets were closed, so I had to dash to the local. But we are ready to rock and roll. Let me update the fixtures on screen for you. Paste that there, so that should now be right. Happy Easter, Cameron. Hope you are good. Happy Easter, one and all. Got to get me H2O in. Put that there. Get me games up ready. I hit a 1-7 now. Well done. There we are. Swissville in his lederhosen, ready to go. I'm ready to go. And walking on first is Madars Razma. No, Nathan withdrew. So no Nathan today. The stars this evening are James Wade, Godwin Price, Raymond van Barneveld. So you got James Wade, Niels Oliver, Godwin Price, Raymond van Barneveld, which is a incredible game. Chizzy Dirk, MVG, Kim Hybrex, Littler, Cam Crabtree, Peter Wright, Mike De Decker, Johnny Clayton, Martin Schindler, Ross Smith, Jermaine Watamina all this evening. Yeah, look, I don't know if you watched the Premier League, but he's struggling with a shoulder injury that he's trying to get sorted. Thoughts on Mania? I would give it a 7 out of 10, I think. It was solid without being incredible, I think, is what I'd go with. Afternoon, buddy. Hope you are good. Razzle 2008. Josh Rock plays Scott Williams this afternoon. That should be a belter. Scott Williams played well yesterday. Josh Rock playing well, full stop. Possibly it might be, but look, in terms of billing, unfortunately, I really like Danny, but he's not going to get one of those top bills unless he plays one of the big boys. Right, I think we are all just about ready to rock and roll, which is good. Danny has the darts. So, to a point where I think the audio level's half decent now. The common consensus is, look, we've got some good Rode mics, but Rode make their stuff, shall we say, difficult to pair with other things, as in I've got a Yamaha mixer, so look, we've got it to a level where it can work. I think we just need an add-on or something. Chatting to Will, who is superb at sorting stuff out. My PDC TV is working okay. I know it doesn't help you, but mine's working okay. So yeah, we're not too bad with the mic situation. We're getting there with it. We're getting there, but we are underway on the European Tour. My Amazon delivery, sod's law, isn't it? It's just been delivered about 20 minutes before, about 20 minutes after I wanted it to be. But early doors, Danny Noppert's throw has been broken. Littler is playing this evening, Ben. Yes, the nuke will be in action. I'm good, thanks, Harry. Hope you are good. How we doing, Rob? Hope you are good as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. I shall nip home, pick my Amazon delivery up in the break, because it's got some stuff for the studio here. Do we think we'll ever see European Tour highlights type show? Not for this foreseeable, no. How we doing? Bam, hope you are good. Happy Easter, Ben, to you as well. Again, happy Easter to everyone watching along. Hope you've had a great Easter Sunday morning. But now, that goes out the window. It's now all about sport for the rest of the day. Darts, football, mania. What more do we want? Is that on as well? I couldn't. I'm not a fan, but I'll take your word for it. Joe, how we doing? And the snooker, yeah. Look, that's what I mean. Plenty going on. Danny Noppert has made a mess of that and he's given Razma a chance. Sport and chocolate. I've been good. I've not had any chocolate today. I'm being good. Yeah, MVG playing this evening. Big moments. Danny Noppert has broken straight back. Madars Razma passed up the opportunity. And Noppert scrambles. I thought Noppert would kick on. Yeah, look, it's weird with Danny, isn't it? Because it's feast or famine. It's either very good or bang average. There's just nothing in between for him, which is obviously frustrating. Remember, everyone, if you can drop us a like and subscribe to the channel, we would massively appreciate that. Trying to hit little mini goals along the way. Going to drop some links on social as well, so people know we are live. Noppert 2-1 in front now. The freeze. Look, he has. We know there is a good level in him. Those performances are there, but he needs consistency. That's his issue. We know Noppy is a threat. But he has work to do to get back where he probably feels he should be. Higher in those rankings. Remember, he did get an invite to the World Series a few years ago. Madars Razma on course here, just to hold and go back to 2-all. Again, this is the little drop off from Noppert that he's allowed Razma's upped his game. He's now averaging nearly 98, but Noppert's gone from around that 101 mark to 94. That's the issue. And look, Danny is a very deliberate player. You just wonder, is that drop off sometimes down to where he hasn't got that fluidity to his game? That every dart is like dart one. But Razma wasting opportunities here. That should be an incredible game. But Razma this time does take the opportunity. 2-2. What did everyone get up to this morning then? Anything interesting? Again, up until that 180, Razma was just asking questions. Just probing. And he still is. The Noppert throw is under pressure here. Razma is going to get a go at the 95. Danny Noppert cannot find any control of this contest. And Razma's going to get a dart. That dart will be at double 16. And it hits. Razma leads once more. Clinical from the Latvian. Super stuff. It looks like Razma does this a lot, where he can't find the range on the treble 20 and starts on the 19s, and he's doing it to some tune here. The treble 19 merchant is back and backfiring. Danny Noppert is in trouble at the moment. Razma has 6 darts for a 4-2 lead. This would be huge for Madars Razma. It would put him into the final day of action if he can see off the Dutchman. Leaves tops. Nothing Noppert can do about it here. Tops for the Latvian. And he hits. Danny Noppert now has a mountain to climb. What are you saying, chat room? Can you see him coming back? Or is this game now Madars Razma to lose? How are we doing? Natalie, hope you are good. Danny Noppert needs to find something and find something quickly. Otherwise, it's going to be exit stage left. How are we doing? John, good to have you in. MVG, but I say that with no conviction at all, Cameron. Happy Easter, Daily. Good to be in on this wonderful Easter Sunday. Evening video spot, evening, afternoon, whatever you are in the world, it's going to be afternoon or evening, morning. Danny Noppert needs tops. And he misses, and he's given Razma another opportunity at this 102. This would be for 5-2 and pretty much game over. But can't take it. No, I'm being good. No chocolate. I am munching on some honey roast ham chunks. Getting the old protein in. Noppert has missed again. 4 darts to win the leg. Couldn't take it. And Madars Razma has jumped all over that. What do you think, how James? James is playing really well right now. Really consistent. He probably hasn't had some of the results his performances on the Pro Tour deserved, but overall, he is playing very well and will be a danger, that is for sure. Darts being on at R2 has made my head. Love that, Daily, love that. Yeah, darts, snooker, football, F1. I'm not an F1 fan. Saudi Arabia, is it? Noppert, just can he find something? Only down to 170. It is looking like it's going to be an early exit for Danny Noppert, and this is what we were saying, that early on in this contest he was averaging 102 and was looking Rolls Royce, but the average has plummeted to 92, and that's not going to cut it, and that's the drop off. He has to stop. Because Madars Razma has sealed his fate. Razma played solid there. And Noppert didn't have the answers. But a tidy little contest coming next. Damon Heta against Ryan Joyce. Ryan Joyce has the darts. Paul Heyman, bigger hill than he who must look. They were the way they did it was superb, and look, overall it was a solid night at Mania. I enjoyed some of it. I thought other bits were okay. I was pleased Tiffany retained. The main event was superb. Noppert's right. Yeah, look, he's just not having a good time, is he? But Madars Razma won't care. He just marches on. I know they're all friends up there. Yeah, look, and for me at times they're too friendly. I want to see. I want to see a bit of. I'm not saying they fight or anything like that, but I want to see a bit of aggro. I don't want them hugging and high fiving and fist pumping and all that shite. It's all too nicey. I want to see Daryl Gurney gritting his teeth and snarling at people. That passion, that desire. About a minute and 45 seconds till we get the pictures back. What are we saying then, chat room? Heta or Joyce? I wonder if they've managed to get Relentless Ryan Joyce a proper dart shirt yet or not. I wonder if he'll be in the polo shirt. Only Joyce could forget to pack a dart shirt. Yeah, look, I just don't want them to be nicey. As Roy Keane would say on Sky Sports, he's done his job. He's hit a double, he's hit a ton, he's hit a 180, he's done his job. Speaking of doing their job, we're about 10 seconds away from pictures back. Let's go, Heta. Bring back the prize at Henderson Grand Slam. Yeah, look, it was... Look, I don't know if you can correlate the two. Someone in maybe a sports psychology background or so on will know better. But go back to 2014... to 2019-20, right? They weren't as chummy, they weren't as friendly, and I think the standard was better. Can you correlate the two? I don't know, but it certainly needs to be looked at. Who's your pick? I think Gilding Price for some reason. I think the Iceman is on the verge of doing something special again. But an absolute bumper session of darts. You're going to war. it's just like he's hit a good finish, fist pump. That's what he's meant to do. Yeah, and look, Price he seems to have that aggression back in his game now, which is good. He's gone back to trying to compress it and hold it in. And he's just going, nah, sod it. The old panning around the crowd, which means the players weren't in position. Now they are. They've gone to Swissville. I love it. There's having directed. There's key signs that when they're going around the crowd like that, it means that the players aren't ready or the players aren't there. Yeah, possibly, Chris, but I do think they are too nice. They are too friendly. No shirt delivered, so Ryan Joyce still in the polo. That his sponsors will be delighted with. Oh, 100% that it creates better stories and better narratives. I'm fully behind that. Fully. Happy Easter, Tom, and happy Easter, everyone in our wonderful online darts community. Whether you are one of those ones that comments all the time or whether those ones that sits and watches in the background, we are happy to have you here as part of this wonderful channel we are creating. We are nowhere near done yet. So if you could drop us a like and subscribe, we'd massively appreciate it. How do you forget? Yeah, only Ryan Joyce can forget to pack a dart shirt. I'm terrible. I always overpack. 100%. Roast lamb just gone in. Dart, snooker, golf, WrestleMania. What a Sunday. Absolutely. Afternoon, Grace Showman. Good to have you in. I'll be in and out between my dream team pins. Love that. Is Gian up next? I will tell you. He is. Andrew Gilding takes on Gian van Veen next. Oh, Chris, 100%. If I'm going away for 2 nights, I'm taking 4 or 5 t-shirts and things like that. I'm terrible for it. Not a problem, Antoinette. Not a problem at all. Damon, Heta. He is on the stage, fresh off his NYC call-up. So, players are on the stage. We are ready to rock and roll. Interesting to see what equipment Damon Heta's been using. I've seen 2 or 3 variations of his dart that he's been throwing with on the Pro Tour recently. Love that, Chris. Love that. Cheers, Nico. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you for your kind words. But it's time for game number 2, and we are off and running And we know Ryan Joyce is a tough customer to beat. Remember, huge game for Michael Smith later today. Yeah, look, Natalie, I'm pleased that the PDC have been putting other players in. I'd like to see it a little bit more as well, if I'm being honest. But not just Damon, by the way. Just in general, I'd like to see that a little bit more. Have the Premier League boys decided not to play? Some of them have, yes. Joe, off the top of my head, I think it was MVG, Price, Littler were here. We've got an I Love Ryan Joyce beer bottle in the crowd. Something that wasn't on my bingo sheet for today. But strong start for Ryan Joyce. Yeah, Cross as well, I think. Yep, Ryan Joyce forgot to pack his shirt. Not just one, but most people would probably pack 2 or 3 shirts. I genuinely believe when you did the commentary, it was good. Cheers, Nico. Thank you, mate. No, he won't get fined for forgetting his shirt because he's still got the tournament sponsors on this shirt. If he didn't have the tournament sponsors on there, may be an issue, but just forgetting his shirt, no. Gob is in the chat room. It would be ironic if Cross won this weekend. Happy Easter, my friend. Oh yeah, Chris. His own sponsors would have the hump, 100%. But that's his issue to sort out. Damon Heta has catastrophically missed a big number, and he's given Joyce a break opportunity, and he's taken it. Heta missed the big number. I didn't get any Easter eggs because I'm being good. No chocolate for me. Because let's be fair, you can't just have one Easter egg. Easter egg chocolate is just different class, isn't it? Paul, thank you very, very much for joining the OD Club, mate. Brand new member, welcome along to our amazing community that we are building here on our channel. Johnny, if you look on the home page of our channel, we've got a few little membership options. I think that's the first double sentence. Yeah. Again, Damon Heta only averaging 90 compared to Ryan Joyce's 107. That's not going to cut the mustard, unfortunately. His beloved double 16 should put him 3 to the good. And does. Some things you can just rely on. Ryan Joyce hitting double 16 is one of them. How we doing as salesman? Madars and Razma won the first one. And Ryan Joyce is racing into a 3-0 lead here against Damon Heta. Love that, Johnny, love that. I say, amazing, amazing community you lot all are. No, Damon Heta only averaging 89 at the moment and not really firing for the heat. Has it all to do. I reckon secretly Gob stayed up and watched Mania last night. He knows all about the heel turns. Damon Heta needs to set this up. Ryan Joyce is lurking. .104, Damon Heta will get a chance. But Ryan Joyce is going to be on something better. .70 awaits. And Joyce is going to get a go for a double break. Disaster for Heta. This could be curtains. $20 for double 16. You know. You just knew. You just knew, didn't you? There was no doubt whatsoever. 4-0 double break. Ryan Joyce has Damon Heta melting. John, yeah, Ryan Joyce is on fire today. God went to the pub with Jared Cole to celebrate. Controversially, Brad, I'm not a Charlotte Flair fan. Good afternoon, K-Days. Hope you are good. No Easter eggs for me. Oh, we've just got a Ryan Joyce celebration. Has he had too much sugar? Too much chocolate? Mark that one down. We had a Ryan Joyce celebration to win the 4th leg against Damon Heta at ET4 2025. Mark that one down. And there's a genuine chance here that Damon Heta is going to get bageled on Easter Sunday. Miracles do happen on Easter Sunday. I know, it's mad. 5-0 to relentless Ryan Joyce, and Damon Heta is a long way off the pace here. There's 18 points difference in the averages. the thing is, I've noticed that Damon's been using different darts a lot recently. I'm not sure, again, if he's searching for something that doesn't exist. Ryan Joyce, 15, 14, 15, 15, 11. That is world-class tungsten tossing of the highest order. And again, Ryan Joyce is just asking a question here. Look, there's no way that you can say that Heta is going to take out this 126. He may do, but there's been no sign of it. And Joyce leaves 95. That slip into the 5, that could have been better. But 419s leaves the ball. Remember, he missed the big number for this in leg 2. This time he makes sure. And he misses a dart at the ball. So Joyce is going to get the chance to whitewash Damon Heta. He's not going to take it. So Heta breathes again. Huge sigh of relief for the Aussie as he tries to find something. 988. Oh, and he's missed. Disaster. And over the year, Ryan Joyce, as God pointed out, his double 6 hitting was abysmal. He's hit it once today. Is he going to seal it for the whitewash? No, it's back to not being his friend. Oh my, Damon Heta. An absolute disaster. Yeah, the problem is, though, is where I've seen him play with 3 different sets probably in the last month. And when you're swapping that much, it just messes with your head. A bit like Michael swapping. It's just like... And Bagel served. The fire was put out by relentless Ryan Joyce. Darting disaster. Yeah, I meant to ask, MBG used... Yeah, he's... Again, Michael's searching for something. I don't know what he's searching for, but he's searching for something, and just the constant changing of darts is so un-Van Gerwen. Ryan Joyce was on fire today. Do you think Joyce will win a major? I don't at the moment. I don't think the consistency is there with Ryan Joyce. He's put in an incredible performance today, but then he doesn't back that performance up, which is why at the moment I'm saying no. Andrew Gilding against Gian van Veen coming next. Has anyone seen the Women's Series week at Modus? No Greaves or Sherritt. Could be. Yeah, looks a good week, to be fair. Looks a good week. So, score predictions. What version of Andrew Gilding are we going to get? as he takes on Gian van Veen. Will it be the young Dutchman? Interested in the interview as well, where he said it's impossible to throw like he used to. He's got to get the wrist locked, where at the moment it's not. It's a flimsy wrist, like the break in the wrist, so it will come back, and it needs to lock. I don't know whether it will, or whatever. Shall I put the light on? And so again, look, at the moment, the Van Gerwen dart is like this. And just out of my eye line, I can see it doing that through the air. Where beforehand, it used to be now, although I can, through my line of sight, I can see that perfect arc. So, at the moment, he's dart facing down, and just the force I'm putting through my wrist to get them to go up is remarkable. So, when you bring it like that, you have to force the wrist through, so like it's just the force all the time is mental, where if it's locked like that, it's just so much easier, and you can see the natural flight. Yeah, I should have stopped after the first three, but it's that. Loving the camera washing through that. Cheers, Ricardo, thank you. What do you think went wrong with Damon? It's just one of those days at the office. Oh, it's only found a treble. Found a treble from somewhere. Pictures are returning, so if I go like that. What year did MVG? He had surgery. I'm sure it was 2021. What year was the Premier League final in Berlin. It was that year. I'm sure it was 2021. Because he literally flew home at 6 in the morning, straight to surgery. I will, John, yeah. Spraying them all over the place. But just that comparison of seeing the wrist pointing down and forcing it through. Last night, I'd rate Mania 7 out of 10, I think. It was solid without being incredible, I think would be a fair assessment. But Van Veen is on the way. There's so many. Favourite WrestleMania is tough because I can go back to WrestleMania 6. Warrior versus Hogan title for title was incredible. And then you've obviously got the 4 in a, when you had Michaels and Taker and Triple H. They were incredible. Rock versus Austin in Houston. Uh, 2022, yeah, Rob. I know it was that one where because he missed the World Cup. There's so many great Manias. Right, let's get that back. There, Mr. Huer is on the stage. Gilding has the darts. I think Bailey's going. I'd be surprised. But score predictions then, everyone. What are you saying for this one? Gilding against Van Veen. I think it'll be close. Oh yeah, no, yeah. I don't think it's 100%. I think the surgery has had something to do with it. I'm not sure whether he can physically get the wrist in that position anymore. But we are underway. Getting ready to rock and roll. Game 3 here on Easter Sunday. Gilding has been playing well recently, I agree, John. But Van Veen has the Gilding throw under pressure here. Leaves 96. Pressuring leg one. What has Goldfinger got in the locker? Got a 140, which will do. He's back in this leg, but he's still relying on Van Veen missing 2 darts at double 18. 1 at double 9. Breaker throw in leg 1. Van Veen does not pass up the early opportunity. Yeah, look, I used to love the draw element in the Premier League. I was a fan of that. But Van Veen, remember, it's not a break unless you hold. And Van Veen has come up dry, and already Gilding has taken the darts back here in leg 2. Andrew Gilding looks in the mood here. And it looks as if that break from a Gian is not going to be capitalised on. Gilding just tees up 70, and he will return to get a go at this. Van Veen will be gutted. Breaks a throw, are hard to come by, and he's just passed it straight back. Poor leg. From the Dutchman, and it is 1-0. I think 90% of Halco fans prefer the old format, but sadly it's always going to be the... Yeah, look, the Premier League, and I have to say, for the fan in the venue, this format is good. I can't say it's not, because it is. But for the fan watching at home, and like you say, the hardcore darts fan that watches everything, it's not great. Predictions for the Premier League today. Fulham to beat Chelsea 2-1. Arsenal to win comfortably at Ipswich. Score draw Wolves, Man United, and Liverpool to win comfortably. Again, Van Veen has woken up again here. Now threatening a 3rd consecutive break of throw. Down to 1-3-1. And again, he's going to get 6 at this. Doesn't need to take it the showbiz way. Just leaves double 16. Nothing Gilding can do about it. And again, this is a strange game, because last leg, Gilding was incredible. And Gian was off. This time around, it's Gian that has raised it, and it's Gilding that's a mile off. Two one to Gian van Veen. Is it true Gilding has some serious depression issues? The honest answer is I don't know. He's never mentioned it in any interviews or anything like that, so I don't know. Van Veen now storming on his own darts. He's backed up that average to 108. He has this one in the palm of his hands. You must know, Phil, how are the Sky viewing figures holding up? The Sky viewing figures, again, are very good, Johnny. So this is why that the PDC have the numbers to back it up. Look, do I enjoy it? No, but the Sky numbers are good. Yeah, I haven't looked, but Chris, it will be a stack lineup. Yeah, there isn't any real option for formats when it's such a huge field. Always fail. Short format, but when they're all when it's all the elite, Chris, they're all capable of going rattling off 15 to 12 dart legs. So the Premier League is where it's the elite. I don't think that matters. Afternoon. Seems like you are good. Do they include everybody watching on Fire Sticks? I believe not. It's just the official viewing figures through legitimate resources. Gilding 1-4-1 to cut the gap here. Doesn't want to make a mess of this because Van Veen from 218 can apply pressure. Interesting. He's never spoken about it to us as media. Gilding can't take out 76. So Van Veen is going to get a look at this 1-2-2. Needs a treble, can't find it, so Gilding will return. And he does cut the gap to 1, but Van Veen does have the darts to re-establish that two-leg cushion. This game's kind of settled down now after 5 legs. The averages have kind of plateaued. 98.70 for Van Veen, 97.46 for Andrew Gilding. Van Veen just doing enough at the moment. Remember, he's been playing beautifully, the young man. Just needs to take that little bit of confidence and run with it. Could do with a treble here and finds one. Thumbs up for Gilding. All of a sudden, has he just changed the complexity of this tie? A dart at top, so Van Veen says no. What a finish that is. Under the pressure of the 180 from Gilding, that is an exquisite finish from the Dutchman. Oh, fair enough, Chris. Sorry, because we were talking about the Premier League, I thought we were talking about... My bad. What was a massive upset when Gilding... But yeah, no, it was. That Michael had that final in the palm of his hands and let it slip. How we doing? AD, happy Easter, one and all. Gilding in control of this leg on his own throw. An unbelievable day of darting action. Coming up next, Ryan Searle against Cameron Menzies, followed by Josh Rock against Scott Williams. Ricardo Pietreczko against Rob Cross, and then a huge game. Bully Boy Michael Smith against Krzysztof Ratajski. Remember, a win for Bully Boy, and he will go into the green in those race for the match play. Remember, a few weeks ago, he was about 9,000 ranking points behind. He has worked hard, the Bully Boy. I have to watch on a Fire Stick. My PDC TV has never not worked. Gilding cuts the gap. Thoughts on Paul joining Seth? Okay. That says to that says to me that they're gonna obviously go with the Seth Roman storyline going forward. Oh, shh. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Everyone calm down. Just calm down, everyone. Shh. Nothing to see. Come on, Gian. Yes. Oh. As well, has everyone noticed all of a sudden that the treble 15 double 18 route seems to be back in fashion for the 9 darters? Someone's asked, is Andrew Gilding the oldest player in the top 32? Does anyone know how old Andrew Gilding is? Peter Wright, maybe. I haven't got ages in front of me, so... But 5-3, Van Veen leads. Disappointment. Yeah, Peter might be older. Sorry, Pete. This has been good from Van Veen here. 97.64, the average. 5-3 up on Gilding. Afternoon, Ben. Happy Easter to you and the family. Gilding not done though. Fires in a maximum of his own. And looking favourite to hold here, saying to Van Veen, if you're going to win it, I'm going to force you to serve it out. $180, $140 to leave 1-2-1. That is very tidy from Andrew Gilding. So, nothing Van Veen can do here but apply a bit of pressure, which he's done, but Andrew Gilding still favourite, and he pins it back to within one. This is Van Veen's moment. Peter is older, and Gary is a few days older than Gilding. But, yeah, as I say, but I haven't got any numbers or whatever in front of me, because it's all stats regarding today's action. And then Van Veen pops a max of his own to start this huge, huge leg. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if he will or not. Van Veen, time on his side here just to set this up. 2-6-2, needs to think clever, which he's done. Leaves the big fish. Nothing Gilding can do about this from here. Gilding, yeah, look, he's on that cusp, isn't he, where he needs to find something. I'm not sure the consistency levels there, Chris. Look, we've seen him, he's still brilliant in games, but doing it consistently has been the issue for him, backing those performances up. But Van Veen has backed it up, 99 average. And he's a 6-4 winner over Goldfinger Andrew Gilding. Can I ask, on the tour card race, how does that go over? So basically, the tour card race on darts rankings takes off all the money the players are defending for the rest of the year till after the World Championships. So they can still win money on that, but that's their pure ranking, shall we say, with all the money taken off their defending. Barney's 58. Yeah, I saw it was his birthday. bad day at the office for the seed. Yeah, seed again in so far. I was hoping Gilding would win. That would have been funny. Do you think is the worst player ever to win a major? I think worst is a harsh word because he's won it, but him or Ed House. But worst is the wrong word. But I know what you mean. So that is how De Souza is world 50. But so yeah, correct. So he's world 50 because that's got his current money on because it hasn't come off yet. But the tour card race is showing him 70 because that strips all the money off, so you can see where they are and their projected cut-offs and so on. Yeah, unlikely is a better one. I'd say worst wasn't the right word. Yeah, I didn't watch any of it, but I obviously saw all over social that he was out. Ryan Searle has the darts against Cameron Menzies. Remember, Menzies wasn't his brilliant best yesterday. Found a way to win a scrappy contest. He who must not be named back at Q School next year. I don't think if he tried, I don't think the PDC would accept his entry. Do you think Belgium can win the World Cup this year? No, I don't. Don't think they're consistent enough to beat the big guns. He's been out for ages. But I don't think the PDC would like the look of him entering their tournament, so I think they would refuse his entry. My gut says. No idea. This evening, probably somewhere between 8:30 and 9:30 maybe. What betting price do you think England will beat? I think they'll be ridiculously low. 1-3, 1-4. If you had to choose an outsider for the World Cup, maybe Northern Ireland. The value will be Wales or Scotland because, like we said, Gary is playing well and Peter can still hook it up for a game. We've seen that. So if he hooks it up against England, then they could win. Could Luke Littler win a major with brass darts? I don't think he could. Is the devil actually playing competition? Not that I haven't seen it anywhere, no. Yeah, I think England will go off 1-3, 1-4 for the World Cup. Just put a bet on Searle most 180s and win. Yeah, look, it's got a chance. I wouldn't say it was a cert, but it's got legs. Right, that 20 seconds-ish till pictures are back. And here we go. Right. Again, Van Veen, a front line average of 108.50. That is very, very good from Van Veen. I wonder if the WDF would allow him to play pass. Fascinating look at the vids of MVG's action a couple of years ago. Been looking at a few here. Is it a gradual thing, Rob, or is it a bang bang? You notice it. What do you think of MODUS? I think it's a great product for players outside of the 128. It gives them huge opportunities to win good money and play on TV. I think it's good. How long before Gian wins it? I think that him and Josh Rock, I think, are the next cab on the rank, so to speak. Happy Easter now. I hope you are good. Right, here we go. It's interesting. Just looked at the team news, and Ipswich have left Liam Delap on the bench again. That's a deliberate thing, isn't it? So he doesn't get so much exposure. Elon Musk's going to buy the PDC, then air it on X. Wasn't he carrying a knock? I thought it was more tactical. Might be wrong. Menzies is on the stage. Time for heavy metal. Ryan Searle is on his way to the stage. Yeah, Edgar had good seats. I think he's got even better ones tonight. Mr. Bevins takes to the stage in his lederhosen again. I want Cody, but I think Cena. I've never been a Cena guy. Never been a Cena fan. So we are ready to rock and roll. Searle has the darts. That would be funny, Jamie. That would be funny. But we are underway. Strong start. Yeah, it's Cena's last WrestleMania. He retires, I'm sure, December he goes out, whatever the last one in December is. Dominant start here for Ryan Searle. Leaves 45 after owning 9. Cameron Menzies up against it. And it is 1-0 to Ryan Searle. Tidy 12 dart leg for heavy metal. Is Luke Littler in? Didn't even know though. Yes, he is. He plays this evening. Does the nuke? And already Ryan Searle has the Cameron Menzies throw under pressure here in leg 2. Menzies averaging under 70 at the moment. Tomorrow, the Live Lounge, episode 200. Myself, Gob and Dan will all be in this very room together. Break of throw, incoming, tops again for Searle. Going round the houses. Double 5 doesn't get him out of jail, but it's a big ask here for Cameron Menzies. 1-3-4, Cammy not firing at all at the moment where Searle is. Oh, Paula is in Cyprus. Hope you're having a wonderful time, Paula. Long time friend of the show. Getting some much needed vitamin D. So it's just absolutely battering Menzies into submission here. The Menzies average as low as 72 at the moment. Cannot make an impact, and it was erratic from him yesterday, wasn't it? Somehow he found a way to beat Kevin Dutz, who again frustrated with his game. But Searle in complete control, and unless Menzies finds something and finds it soon, we could be in bagel territory as Ryan Searle pops in the first maximum of this contest. What has Cameron Menzies got in the locker? 174 of his own, that'll do. But neither on a finish. Not a time to get a bounce out for Menzies. So 84 for Searle and a potential 3-0 lead. 14 and ball. Bullseye for heavy metal. Wires the 25. So Menzies is going to get a look at this. Tops. And he can't take the opportunity. Didn't punish the Searle miss. 17-4 for Ryan. 3-0. Cameron Menzies had a glimmer of an opportunity there. Couldn't take it. 3-0. Heavy metal. Going back to Paula in the chat room. I hope the weather is nice in Cyprus. Unless it's sunny. Do you think we'll get Jay and Seth? Not for a while. I think Seth and Roman is the storyline. Menzies has upped that average to 85, but that's still not enough to get near heavy metal at the moment. But he's got 6 darts to get a leg on the board here. Ryan Searle could not leave a finish. The big fish is not going to go from Menzies. $114 for the flamboyant Scotsman. Doesn't go. This would hurt. Tops for 4-0. Gets away with it. Oh, but Menzies has made an absolute mess of that. And even if Searle misses, which he doesn't, because of the whether he's just thrown it off the board or whatever, I don't know. We'll let the pictures catch up in a minute. He would have had to have burnt a dart anyway. But it is 4-0 to heavy metal. Just want to see what Menzies does here, whether it's a genuine no score. No, his head's gone. He's just launched it off the board. Head in a shed moment. Oh, Menzies finds a maximum from nowhere. He has, yeah. Look, for me, and I've said this often enough, if you're in the top 32 in the world, you cannot be a part-time player. Yeah, Mental Menzies does strike again. Double 5. Brilliant. That's what Cameron Menzies has in the locker. Finishes like that. And do you think it's a coincidence that Cammy and Humphreys, 2 of the guys who have been open about mental health issues, get most online hate? Or do you think it's just like... I think it's just easy target. I think people just look at it and go, well, just going to go at them. I look at all the glitz and the razzmatazz surrounding these tour events and can't believe no one talks about the guy that started it all and used to take his own shows to him with exhibitions. Are we talking about Mr. Bobby George? All of a sudden, has Menzies just clicked in? Oh, he's just gone full Cameron Menzies. I'm full Andrew Gilding on us, says Cammy. Thumbs up. But you can just see Menzies fight. He's fighting himself here. the emotional overload is going to happen. Thumbs up for a hand. Look, Ryan Searle should get 2 darts here for 5-1. 16 and tops will be the MO. And that is hit. Cameron Menzies can do nothing about it. Ooh, dart friends. Jared Cole was very impressive last night. I didn't see any of it. Obviously, I saw on social today that he won. But Ryan Searle is now a leg away from victory. Menzies in control of this leg as he levels it up a maximum apiece. Won the semi-final against Hendo 4-0 and beat Charles Barside 4 in the final. That is impressive. In between is almost 20 years. Oh, yeah, look, I was, again, scrolling on TikTok the other night and there was a video, songs that turned 30 this year. It was like, fuck off. Makes me feel old. Cameron Menzies has left 84. What pressure can Searle apply? Minimum leaves 135. 14 and ball, treble 16 he went. That's brave. Very brave from Menzies. That says he doesn't think Ryan Searle could take out 135, and he's right, he can't. It's still brave though, isn't it? Double one gets Menzies out of jail. 5-2 now, but still a long way back for the Maverick Scotsman. Again, Menzies in control of this leg. Look, this is on his own darts, so you'd expect it. Looking at MVG action, Phil, a lot seems to break down between 2023 Grand Prix and the World Championship 2024. That's interesting, Rob. That's interesting to know. Are we talking more facing down over that period? I said he was in control, and then Ryan Searle has turned this one around. Tops to win it. Match start has come and gone. But the wrist position between all is fairly similar. That's interesting. So if the wrist position is... and Ryan Searle does pin it in the end, a 6-2 winner for heavy metal. So yeah, that's interesting, because if the wrist is the same, then it's the finger position. Like, if the wrist is the same, then, or his wrist would be more like that now. So that's a finger position. Seed wins a game, shock. I tell you what, the next game though is going to be an absolute cracker. Scott Williams against Josh Rock. Just going to have a look at and play with something similar, like the finger position. So if the wrist is the same, so then you're like that or like that. You're almost playing with the where Rock, Searle, and Veen. At the moment, I'd probably say Rock, Van Veen, Searle. Tony O'Shea. Nice. Love the silverback. I'm here, Jar sent the card. How are we doing, Daniel? So I do like the Red Dragon Paradigm darts, just need a longer point in them. So, next up, Rock against Williams. This could be an absolute belter of a game. Massive ball out. When I get it right, it's alright. Bit of plumage. That one smashed into the moulded flight. But, alright, we'll have 3 more and then we'll come back to what's going on in the chat room. I don't mind them. Let's go and get Old Faithfuls up. Right, 30 seconds till pictures are back, so we'll go like that. We'll go like that, and we'll go like that. And then we'll come back and we'll go like that. There we go. Right. Here we go. Williams against Rock. Williams has the darts as well. Stablemate, same management. Right. Again. Today has been way off topic. Top 3 chocolate bars. Oh, chat room, get involved. Galaxy 1, Boost 2, and I like a flake. Flake 3. But Mr. Brzezinski is on stage. Oh, Scotty Williams has got the yellow trousers out today as well. He means business. Means business. Are the German fans giving him a bit of stick again? Yeah, iPad is out to get the football on as well. So we can keep an eye on that. I don't mind a picnic. I did watch Mania last night. I'll tell you what, I get dizzy. I feel tired just watching Josh Rock. It's almost running down the ramp. Williams being a knob. I like a bit of flamboyance. But Rocky on the stage. So here we go. Williams has the darts, and you just know this is going to be a gripping watch. Are they still playing Josh Rock's song? And they love a bit of Welcome to the Party. Yeah, look, I'm a massive fan of Scott Williams. No worries, Chris. No worries. Let us know which one it is. Which one you're going for? I did, yeah. I didn't see what it was, but might have been a Celtic top or something. I don't know. But we are underway. Rock against Williams. Let's do this. Again, no equipment change for Williams from yesterday. Rocky sticking with the K-Flex system, and he's threatening the Williams darts early in this contest as well. Love that, love that. I want Williams, but I think Rock. This is majestic from Williams. Oh, almost started us off with an absolute roof raiser. But Rock does break in leg one, despite Williams missing a dart for the 150 finish. Was that the middle finger from Scott there? Whereabouts, Greatest Showman? On his last practice throw. Let's see if I can... I've got more screens going on than anything here. Let me have a look, see if I can see it. Right, last practice darts. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, 100% he did, yeah. See if I can get a screenshot of it. be fair, it's a great shot, to be fair. Got it. Yeah, 100% he did. Oh, it was funny. Oh, that's made me chuckle. Put that back live now. Right. Scott Williams is not at the races so far today. Josh Rock running away with this one. He's averaging a ton. Am I betting on these games? Not. I only have a bet when there's something I really like, or the bookies have got the odds wrong. So, didn't see anything I really liked today, or this afternoon. Sorry, I haven't. There'll be no value in some of the games this evening. So, this probably has to go for Williams. Gives him a lifeline back in this contest. It's a break, just what he needed. Yeah, 100% he's getting. But again, Josh Rock, despite being broken, now has the darts again. Scott Williams, he is Maverick by name, Maverick by nature. bullseye for Rock would have been sensational. It was a bit of a slow start to this game, bit of a slow burner, but now it is well and truly game on. Williams just asking questions now, but Josh Rock is up to it. This would be so Scott Williams. Not this time though. And Josh Rock has that two-leg cushion once more. Yeah, Rock averaging 96 at the moment. Williams just a tad under 94. It's been good. Oh, peak MVG for me was probably 2006, beginning of 2016 to end of 2017. But then I'd also have the 2019 World Championship in there as well, Rob, because that's one of the best World Championships ever. But Rock has the Williams throw under severe pressure here. 2 at double 12. It is 5-2. It's brilliant from Rocky. And that little glimmer that Williams had seems to be extinguished. Josh Rock now in complete control, averaging 101. Why would you say that, Rob? Just out of interest. That for me was prime MVG, I think. Also, what year did he hit the record average against Bully Boy when he missed double 18 for 136 average? That was around the same sort of time, I think. Josh Rock 67 points away from a commanding victory. Interesting, Rob. And that is over in the blink of an eye. Josh Rock averaging 101 is a 6-2 winner over Scott Williams. Williams has averaged just a bit under 95 there. He's not done an awful lot wrong. Coming up next, it will be Ricardo Pietreczko against Josh Rock. Against Rob Cross. Pietreczko will have the darts. But it's clinical from Rocky. So, Cross against Pikachu. What are you saying? Who have you got a gut feeling for? Again, I can't wait for the Michael Smith game. Huge game for Michael Smith this afternoon. So, score predictions then. Yeah, 100% right. It's a nightmare sometimes, Rob. I get that. Six five. Pikachu, Sir Roberto, this one's 6-3. Roberto Cross. Yeah, I think Voltage will win. I think Voltage needs to win as well. I think that he needs some confidence. About that minute and 50 seconds to go until we get pictures back. I'm going cross in this one. So in his delivery from his left hand to his right hand, seems to point his finger more towards the board now. Interesting, Rob. So about 30 seconds to go, folks, as we get ready for this one. But look, the game after is the one that I can't wait for. Michael Smith with a huge opportunity to get into a match play spot. Absolutely huge for the bully boy. Pictures are back. So, yeah, Williams only 94 on that front average. Too much to do in the scoring phase. And Rocky punished. 3 games left and all absolute belters. Rob Cross taking on Ricardo Pietreczko. Michael Smith taking on Krzysztof Ratajski. And then the rock star Joe Cullen. A tricky tie against an informed Mickey Mansell. But here we go. Players will be on the way. And Swissville is there to get the players on. So here we go. Pietreczko Pikachu will walk first. Here he comes, Ricardo Pietreczko. Rob Grundy there in the family area. Looks like he's cheering on a bit of voltage. Remember everyone, if you are new here, drop us a like and subscribe. Mini goal on YouTube is to that 43k subscriber mark. Long term, we want to get to 50 by the World Championships, which we believe is more than achievable. So, we are 150 subscribers off 43k. So, you know what to do. That little button. You know what to do. You know what to press. And here comes Bobby. Rob Cross on his way. Fulham 1-0 up on Chelsea as well. Happy Easter. Rob on stage. So let's do this. Pietreczko has won the ball. So Cross will have to break the Pietreczko darts at some point. But we are ready to rock and roll. Bobby need to bounce back here. Not been at his brilliant best in recent weeks. But excuse me, and we are underway. Pikachu, move it off, have my 6-5 prediction. Fez. Rob Cross started well here. Pietreczko just looking to set up this 201 here. And he does to some tune. Leaves 61. That's a great setup. Rob Cross, 206. What pressure can he apply? And it is 1-0 to Ricardo. Pietreczko. 99 comes to his rescue. Pikachu leads Voltage 1-0. And then Rob kicks off this leg with a max. Just warming up nicely, isn't it? Anthony, good morning and a very happy Easter to you, my friend, from Texas via the greatest city in the world in New York. Hope you've had an incredible morning, mate. Again, happy Easter on this wonderful Easter Sunday. Bobby in control of this leg, that is for sure. Cross has settled. Pietreczko not in the same neighbourhood at the moment. Rob Cross marching down to Madison Square Garden. Pikachu still sightseeing at Central Park. But that poor visit from Cross has just opened the door for a Pietreczko counter-attack. But hasn't taken the opportunity. So Cross 158. If this goes treble 20, I don't expect him to go for it. He would probably have just set it up in that situation. $60 for Cross when he returns. Tops for a level game. And we are level 1 apiece. Bobby doing what needs to be done there. Remember, he will have to break the Pietreczko darts though at some point. And he's going about it because he just rifles in his second maximum. Cross making an early charge here. But a maximum back from Pietreczko, that was needed. Still a chance though for Cross. So the counter-attack here from Pietreczko has been very good. He looks up for this. Double 18. Double 9, the same finish from leg 1. But a different outcome he's missed. So Cross will get the chance to break 96. Treble 20 for his beloved double 18. Double-double. He went for it. And now Pietreczko, 1 for double 4. And the German leads once more. Yeah, look, Bobby, he had a chance, didn't take it. And Pietreczko mops up. Is the Pietreczko run of not the best results behind him? Is he finding the form that won him titles? Leaves the big fish. The fans are whistling more Cross run. I haven't got the sound on, James, but that doesn't surprise me. Does it you? I'm not saying that's right, but it just doesn't surprise me. Pietreczko can pile on pressure to this 110. Ton doesn't really do that. Treble 18 for double. That's better, Roberto, and tied in at a 110 finish for 2-all. What exactly... What's a terrible tackle on Saka? Oh. What exactly do they achieve by whistling? The problem is you'll... If you've been to these... Well, that's red. Right, I think he's got that right as well. When you go to Holland and Germany as events, they very much cheer for their own country. That we've seen it in Holland. When the Dutch guys go out, the atmosphere is dead. So they are just purely cheering on the German in this situation. Yeah, 100% they are, yeah. Let's see what they're... Cross is going to get a chance to break here. 160. He's going to get a go at it. It's not going to go. So Pietreczko to lead once more. Bobby Cross, another one. Oh, it's beautiful from Cross. Tops. That is magical. A bit of magic from Voltage. No, it's all right. I prefer, again, when there's a little bit of aggression in Cross's game, he's a better player. I like that from Cross. A little bit of voltage magic. We get the celebration from him. He's better when he's in this mood. Pikachu is asking questions though. He's down to a finish first. Yes, it's a big finish, but he's still going to get an opportunity. But the setup play here from Rob Cross, 168 to leave 36. That is world-class darts. And the 161 from Pietreczko is not going to go. So Roberto Cross will return to try and establish a 4-2 lead. Pietreczko has done all he can and leave double 14. But now all eyes on voltage. 4-2. It was disgusting setup, wasn't it? Absolute filth from the former champion of the world. Pietreczko in charge of this leg. But Cross in control of the contest. What has Pietreczko got in the locker? Has he got anything that can get him back into this one? Pietreczko missed double 18, but Cross not on a finish. So Pikachu will return, but this time there'll be some pressure on it. Double 18 for Pietreczko. And he misses. Door open, double break. The German has fluffed his lines. Tops for Bobby. And it goes in 1, 5-2. Rob Cross leads and Pietreczko messed it all up himself. Now all eyes on whether voltage can see this out. It'll be a big win as well. Good performance, averaging 99 here. Chat room been superb today, as always. The best community in darts. No, the Kim MVG game is this evening. Excuse me. Rob Cross, 2 darts at his beloved double 18 for a 6-2 win. And Cross has missed. This one goes on. Cross missed an opportunity. This one's got life in it yet. It looked as if Cross was going to seal the deal. And all of a sudden, Pietreczko is back in this one. Cross missed 2 darts for a 6-2 victory. Pietreczko on course here to get back within 1 of Cross. Just making this harder than it should have been. What do he give for a 177 here? 137 will do. 83 turns into a bit of a disaster. Because now Pietreczko is not really under pressure. 5-4. Remember, Cross missed 2 darts at double 18 for 6-2. Now Pietreczko is bearing down on him once more. Can he turn this one back around? Or is Cross going to see it out here? Remember, if Pietreczko breaks here, he would have the darts in the decider. Big, big moments here. And Pietreczko is just asking questions. I'd say another 140 would have made that interesting. But a trebleless visit, advantage back to Cross. .204 plays .205. Tense moments here. Again, 1 good dart, 1 poor dart, 1 good dart from Cross to leave 92. 108 for Pietreczko. So, tense moments. Cross gets first go. Treble 20, double 16. And he's going to get another 2. This time he takes it. Rob Cross, 2 legs later than it should have been. But voltage is in to the last 16, the final day of action. Solid enough from him. But all eyes are on this next game. This is the game of the session. Because Michael Smith takes on Krzysztof Ratajski. And remember, a win for Michael Smith puts him into the green for the World Match Play. Huge, huge moments for Bully Boy in the next 20 minutes or so. Yeah, look, I think Michael Smith will win, but there's a lot riding on this contest. A lot riding indeed. And Ratajski has the darts. Remember, Michael Smith against Krzysztof Ratajski in around 3.5 minutes time. Just got into darts a week ago. Nice, mate, nice. Welcome along, the best sport in the world. We love it. Let's have another chuck badly. Whilst we wait for the one that comes out the side of the hand. Wrist wasn't locked. We'll get there. Oh, boo. And Bobby leaving the stage. So we've got then guys, score predictions for Michael Smith and Krzysztof Ratajski. What are you thinking? Let us know in the chat room while we get ready. Fill you in on the results. Okay, we'll do that, Rob. Done some great homework there. Madars Razma beat Danny Noppert. Ryan Joyce bagelled Damon Heta. Gian Veen beat Andrew Gilding. Ryan Searle beat Cameron Menzies. Josh Rock beat Scott Williams. And Ricardo Pietreczko was just lost to Bobby Cross. What did you say Smith has to medicate? Michael Smith, he's been having treatment on injuries, but this is a massive game for him because a win gets him back into a world match play spot. We've got about a minute to go. Right, 3 more, and then $60. Alright. Fade that back to there. So, we are ready to rock and roll. I think it will go to a noble, can't decide who takes it. Nice. I think Michael Smith wins 6-4. I'm gonna go. Phil, your Spurs team have a great chance to beat. Yeah, they do. But look, the final. If we get to the final, it will be difficult. Look, I fully expect it to be Bilbao, and beating Bilbao in their own backyard will be tough. They're a tidy side, and look, beating them in their own backyard will not be easy. But 2 games to go. Smith against Ratajski, Cullen against Mansell. All to play for. I'm good, Mark. I am very good. How are you? Happy Easter, one and all. Whatever you are up to today, whether you are with the family, out and about, watching us, doing this, doing that. Hope you're having a wonderful time. So, Swissville back on the stage. Here we go, Ratajski walking on. How we doing, Jeff? Hope all is good in Canada, mate. So, time for the bully boy. To make his entrance. And the bully boy is on the stage. Ready to go. Huge game this for Michael Smith. Huge game. I'm going 6'5" bully boy. I think 6'4" bully boy. I think it'll be close, but I think the bully boy will just get the better of the Polish Eagle. Last game of the session, the rock star Joe Cullen against Mickey Mansell. So, we are underway. Let's do this, everyone. This should be an absolute belter. Michael Smith. Neither player settled with the first three. I think it's fair to say. I'm expecting Ratajski to win this comfortably. Fairs. Not much between them in these opening couple of visits. A little bit nervy. And then a maximum from Ratajski. Smith finds the first two, but then has one on the floor. Be interesting to see when the pictures catch up, if it catches his flight on the way through. But Smith looking to apply pressure. Another treble would be handy, and that's what he finds. There is pressure on this 148 for Ratajski. It's not going to go, so Smith will get a chance at an early break here. 108. Let's have a look at the Smith throw. First one clean, second one clean. Well, the third one's hit the flight and it's gone through the two darts. So, break, chance, needs a treble. Can't find one, so Ratajski will come back for double 16. Big dart this, and he misses. Early chance. Huge chance for Michael Smith. One more at tops. And he's missed as well. break opportunity passed up from the bully boy. But Ratajski doesn't hit either. Oh, Michael Smith. The pressure on this game. He's getting to both. Oh, what is going on here? What is going on? It's a disaster of a first leg from both. 1 for double 2 for Bully Boy. And Michael Smith eventually breaks Ratajski. It was an absolute howler of a first leg from both. But 1-0, Michael Smith leads. Again, Ratajski just sticking with him here. It's been a different kind of game this, where both of them need a win. I forgot to tell you, the pairs competition in Torremolinos had to have a Jacqueline redraw brilliantly. Brilliant. Love that, Rob. Up to this afternoon is, or sorry, this evening is bumper. Two 2-0 to Michael Smith. He bangs the bullseye. The bully boy. Is moving closer to a match play spot. Ratajski, he's averaging 10 points more than Michael Smith at the moment, but trails 2-0. 140 minimum needed here from Michael Smith. That's not going to happen. So it doesn't get down to a finish. Look, at some point, the Michael Smith scoring radar has to kick in here. Look, he's 2-0 up without playing anywhere near his brilliant best. So, Ratajski looking at tops to cut the gap. 10s. And again, he's made a mess of it. This would hurt if this 1-2-6 goes. 4 19s leaves the bull. Bullseye for Bully. Oh, no. Again, I'm not sure what that's come off of. I'll have to wait and let the pictures catch up. Ratajski does have a leg on the board. It's a hold and cuts the gap. 2-1. Remember, Michael Smith did have a dart for 3-0. Granted, it was after Ratajski missed a couple. But let's have a look at this 1-2-6. What plums the wire. Absolutely plumbed it. Michael Smith needed that. It was Ratajski. Last treble gets him out of jail, but he had the Smith throw under some pressure there. But again, no treble for Michael Smith. This is an ugly game at the moment. Ratajski is going to get a chance for 2-all. Ratajski for a little pop finish, and it is 2-all in the blink of an eye. Bully Boy is not firing at all here, only averaging 76. The former world champion will have to up this, because in the blink of an eye, the Polish Eagle has levelled it up to 2. It's a funny game, this. Real funny game. Neither player playing anywhere near their A game. Not even their B game at the moment. 177 from Bully Boy will liven it up a little bit. Another decent visit required here from Michael Smith. And the treble 17 has come to his rescue. He's down to a finish. But Ratajski is going to leave something better. 114 for Ratajski. Will he get a go at it? He will. So 114 for Ratajski to lead for the first time. And the treble 5 is a disaster because that leaves 99. So Michael Smith will get the chance to break once more. Treble 18 leaves double 12. Single 18 leaves single 20 for tops. 20 tops. Tops. Doesn't go. Michael Smith has had chances. And Ratajski is back in front. I'm going to try and get to the Palace game potentially, Rob, I think. One of my best mates is a massive Palace fan as well. Michael Smith. The dart at tops was wayward. Michael Smith just cannot find any rhythm at the moment, and his throw now is under pressure. He's down to a finish, but Ratajski can leave something a lot lower. And 55 for Ratajski. This is turning into a nightmare for the bully boy. 2 at tops for the Polish Eagle. Double 10, 4-2. 4 legs on the spin for Ratajski. And remember, Michael Smith did miss a dart at the ball for 3-0. How things have turned around here. Oh, this is... right now, Luke Woodhouse is doing cartwheels the way this is going. Also, Pietreczko as well, because he lost. Right now, the big gains for this result, if it stays the same, for the World Match Play, would be Ryan Joyce and Neil Zonneveld win this evening would make it interesting. But can Michael Smith find something? Can he find 4 or 5 minutes of magic? We know if he flicks the switch, he can run off 4 legs in the blink of an eye. We know that. And he leaves tops for a potential break back. And he's going to get a chance. Tops for Bully Boy, and it's nailed. Right, we're back on throw. I'm a fan of the polo shirt, Tom, I've got to say. Can Michael Smith just put a 3-leg blitz together here? As part of this Michael Smith rebuild, get yourself fit. We've seen spells from him. But Ratajski is having none of this. 180 would be handy. It's not going to happen, so ton keeps him just in front, depending on this Ratajski visit. Good setup, leaves 86, should get minimum a dart at the ball. Double 16, he's missed 2 darts for 4 all. He found the treble 18, but couldn't find double 16. He has had an opportunity. Now Ratajski 69 to put himself within a leg. That 1 dart is going to be at double 16, the target that Bully Boy missed. And Ratajski has missed as well. Is that the bit of fortune that Michael Smith needed? 4 all. We have a level game. Now, it's a best of 3. No, and you can see the frustration all over Michael Smith on that stage. You can see it. You can feel it just watching it. There is one frustrated Bully Boy up on that stage, and Ratajski is in control of this leg on his own darts. He is going to force Michael Smith to win the last 2 if he continues. Scott, he could well be, but my gut says Michael Smith is an avid watcher of tables, rankings and so on. He will know what this does to him in terms of the match play. He will undoubtedly know how close this puts him to getting back. But Ratajski has slipped, and Michael Smith all of a sudden has found a mini spurt. He's left double 18. Ratajski is going to get a dart at double 7. And he misses. Is this the opportunity for Bully Boy? From absolutely out of nowhere, Michael Smith to go within 1. Oh, he's made the cardinal sin. He's come inside 18s, come inside 9s, and then left himself double 3 if Ratajski doesn't hit. Ratajski does hit. Michael Smith had his opportunity. That was huge. And I want to see if he throws this last dart in anger or not, or whether he purposely... He deliberately left it. That's what I've just noticed as well. Is it a new shirt for Bully Boy? There's no white on this one. Just red. Shock. More red and black shirts. Right, this is getting to the nitty gritty, and Ratajski has found something. He's got a slight lead here on the Bully Boy throw. No treble is a disaster for Michael Smith. Disaster hits. Advantage, Ratajski. He has effectively taken the darts here in leg 10. And he is running with it. Leaves 111. He is going to get a match-winning opportunity. Bully Boy has left 81. But now all eyes on Ratajski. 19 for double 16. Double 16 to win it. And the Polish Eagle, Krzysztof Ratajski, has seized the opportunity against a very, very frustrated Michael Smith. This was a huge opportunity for him, and it's passed him by. The Polish Eagle pounces. Let's just watch this. This is big for Ratajski. And we get a big celebration. Michael Smith looks absolutely fuming with himself. But Ratajski marches on. The final game of the session. The rock star Joe Cullen taking on Mickey Mansell, who is playing well at the moment. Wow. Ratajski never count the Polish Eagle off. What does this do for him? Look, he's still got a way to go, but he is just starting to get back to the old Polish Eagle. Yeah, I agree, Tommy, that he does need to find that headspace and so on. And look, we all know that Bully Boy is class, but has some work to do. Oh, yeah, look, the pace will not suit Joe Cullen. We all know that. But we know what Mickey is going to do. So, coming up next, the rock star Joe Cullen. Against the cyclone that is Mansell. What are we saying, chat room? What are we saying? A bit of old Sally can wait? Or will the pace be too much? Yeah, look, if Joe can stay focused, then yeah. The amateur versus the professional. I believe on current form and pace. Mansell, I think that Mickey Mansell has played well. He was brilliant at the Grand Slam. He was really unlucky against Johnny Clayton at the Worlds. He's been playing well on Pro Tours. Do I think Michael Smith will ever get back on the top 8? Yeah, I do. So, about 15 seconds. With Smith. Yeah, look, Michael Smith, you don't lose it overnight. Mickey Mansell going. Mansell is on the stage now. It's almost time for the rock star. For me, this is one of the best walk-ons in darts. I love this Joe Cullen walk-on. It is right up there. Look, everyone's throw does change slightly, Johnny, over time. I still don't think the Michael Smith darts are balanced the way his old ones were. Medium memory, I like that. Just check he's yeah, just checking he hasn't changed. Incredible walk on for the rock star. Excuse me. And Cullen now on stage. So here we go. Final game of the session. Mickey Mansell against the rock star Joe Cullen. Cullen. Yeah, this would be a win here for Joe. Would put him above Daryl Gurney, Andrew Gilding and Jermaine Watamina in the race for the match play. The overall order of merit not been updated yet, but Cullen, a win here doesn't really do too much for his overall ranking. So we are off and running. And Joe's made a positive start here. Been a real good start from Joe Cullen, but that 1-3-1 from Mickey Mansell has just made things lively. No dramas, Rob, always a pleasure, buddy. And Cullen leaves tops, but Mansell, that one visit from Mickey Mansell completely changed the destination of this leg. It's a big, big dart from Mickey Mansell. This is good though. Good game this. Enjoying it. Both of them. Cullen leaves 80, but still a little bit of work to do. This is good from Mickey as well here. Started brightly. Joe needs to find a little bit more here. Again, I like I like the way he's at the back of the oche. Just having a drink. Great setup from Mickey Mansell again here. Joe Cullen needs to find a big visit. And he's doing just that. Oh, Joseph. The first two were brilliant. The last start dragged into the one was a disaster. And Mansell pins. This is good from Joe. Good response. I'm liking this. It's a good game overall, this. Cullen down to 129. Mansell can't leave a finish, so Joe doesn't need to go the 19s route here. Can just look to set this up. And leaves tops brilliant from the Rockstar. Should be 2-all. And it is a level game. 2-2. To be fair, it's not that slow a pace either. It's all right. I think Mickey's playing as slow as what we've seen before. How are we doing? Ruben, hope you are good. Good to have you in. Again, if Joe can just tidy up one or two of these slack darts, he'll start creating opportunities on the Mansell throw. They are there for him. It's a good visit from Mansell. Damn. To 106. Cullen needs a couple of trebles to ask the question. And he finds them. Now it's interesting. Mickey gets first go at the 106. It's not going to go. So Joe will get the opportunity here. 107 to break. Which way is Joe going to start? It's on. Double 16. The rock star doing rock star things the first time. He'd managed to apply the pressure. Cullen finds a ton topper. What a finish from Cullen. But Mickey Mansell firing back here. And he will not be moved. Joe would have liked a comfortable hold of throw. That's obviously not going to happen. Just a couple of trebleless visits there have made Joe Cullen's life awkward. But Mansell not punished. He'll be annoyed. Joe has given Mickey opportunities to break back here, and he hasn't taken them. There's still a chance here. 140 or better creates pressure. 26, 66 does not help. Leaves 80. But this leg has been nervy. This is a nervy leg here, leg 6. There's a lot on the line. I've gone for Gilding Price to win. that is a fabulous finish. It's a great recovery from Cullen. Oh. Dart 1 was nowhere where it should have been. The recovery from Cullen was superb. Cullen, I was about to say, was was asking the question, but Mansell found a brilliant response. Fabulous from Cullen. He is one away. This is a big win for Joe. This is good. This is very good from Cullen. Impressive. Cullen is the only one in my darts. Joe will just want to get this done with minimal fuss and requirement. Mickey Mansell, though, not rolling over. He is still in this. Excuse me. Now, Cullen just leaves double 16. This would be a huge win for the Rockstar. Double 16 to seal the deal. And it's in. The Rockstar Joe Cullen is through to the last 16. A fabulous result. 6-2 over Mickey Mansell. We'll let the streaming pictures catch up. But that was very, very good. It was a decent afternoon's darts. And tonight should be even better. Remember, the big boys enter the fray. Luke Littler, Michael Van Gerwen, Gilding Price, all in action. But let's see. Cullen hit. What a performance from the rock star. Everyone, thank you very, very much for your support this afternoon. We have loved every single minute of it. We will be back live at 6 p.m. for the evening session. Couple of hours. Make sure you are here with us for the action. Make sure you turn those notifications on. And if you haven't yet, make sure you drop us a like and subscribe. I've been Phil Bars. We've been Online Darts. See you in T-2 hours.